Hi everyone, I am Donna Reed and this is Donna Reed Talks Voice. And today I am working with the fabulous Gabby Mack, who just came off of a huge tour, the Queen Gabby of Six. She was just amazing and she's got a show coming up. Tell us about your show coming up and tell us about your experience with Six and let us know.
My show is called The Gabbi, and it's basically like a musical storytelling of my life. So starting like from growing up in Ohio to being in New York, and then ultimately ending in Six the Musical. And I just completed my 2 year run with that show literally just a few weeks ago. I've been doing that show playing Catherine of Aragon for the last 2 years, which is crazy. And Donna helped me prepare for that audition.
As you will hear very soon, her voice, because I've heard her after she's done the show, her voice is in amazing shape. Thank you very much. And because anybody who knows the show knows the role, it's it's there. It's a lot. And she just did the 2 years and just knew what she was doing and just did her thing. So,
Thank
is there anything specific right now that you want to look at or work on?
The show, like you said, was very vocally demanding, but it was a lot of also like a specific vocal range. Like I feel like I used my middle range a lot and like my belt, and that was great. But now like my higher register, I haven't really used it for 2 years. So and before when we were working on like soprano land and stuff like that. And I haven't done that for 2 years. So that's what I'd
Okay.
like to focus on today.
All right, yeah, we'll definitely focus on that because I know that your belt is easy and free and wonderful. I mean, you couldn't do that show for 2 years and be fine and not have a good, free, easy belt. But yes, once you sing with thicker vocal cords that way with a little bit more chest voice, then yeah, maybe we need to stretch them out a little bit, get those high notes going, see what that's doing. Beautiful. So with you, I am definitely going to have you exhale and inhale and just get that air flowing and get everything moving around. And again, anybody who's watching, you can do it along with her. It's always good to breathe. And you exhale. You don't have to do it exactly at the same tempo that Gabby's doing it at. Do it at your own tempo, but let that air come in, let that air go out. You could even move your shoulders a little bit, just kind of free it all up. It's always good to breathe, especially if you live in a big city, because we don't ever breathe when we live in a big city. You can't. Alrighty, great. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with, just, no, you know what? I'm going to start with a staccato. I'm going to have you do ooh staccato, those three notes. Good. Good. So I wanted to start you out with a staccato on the ooh, right in the middle part, and not go too high, just to see what's going on with your head voice. So far, so good. I am not unhappy with that. But let's take that all the way down. And again, let it go wherever it wants to go, do whatever it wants to do. Yep. Great, beautiful. So far, so good. Now let me just check out what the chest voice is doing. Then I'm going to do something else higher. Let's do our ga ga ga.
Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga.
I'm going to do that a little differently. I'm going to have you do one note, and I'm going to have you do a ya 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 ya, and then sustain the ah for a little bit.
Eh, ya 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 ya.
How does that feel moving your tongue?
Stiff.
Yeah, it's a little, it's not quite as free as it could be. Let's play around with this. So let's just get that loosened up a little bit, just the way you're doing it.
Ay, 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 ay.
And start with an A, get the A form, and then don't move your jaw, A, I, and just move your tongue.
Eh, ay, 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 ay.
And really back off. You can't put too much pressure on it, not a lot of volume.
Eh, ay, 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 ay.
Still a little stiff, right?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna have you just do the ya 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 with no sound. So just move the back of your tongue, let it be weird, let it be awkward, just like kind of let it, yeah. And don't make your mouth so round, make it a little bit more horizontal. Does that make it more awkward to move your tongue when you make your mouth a little more horizontal?
Uh, yeah, a little bit.
Okay, then that's the right one to do. So we're looking for the one that, if that's a little bit more challenging, that's the one you want to do. So remember, it's a different feel when you're doing this. I mean, it's one way of doing it, but you want to be able to do it this way as well. And see if you can get it moving. There, it's starting to move. You feel that?
Yeah,
Is that loosening up a little bit?
yeah.
Good, 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 good. Now, that's the set that you want, horizontal, and you're gonna do ya 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 ya. So that horizontal and then flopping it around.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's definitely a little better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, 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 good.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Good, one more.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Good, 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 good. Now I'll tell you why I'm fussing with that, because you're thinking, oh, but I want to work on high notes, I want to do the high things. But if there's something a little not efficient in the chest voice, like this, that's going to affect the high notes. So the voice is a whole, as you well know, and if one part of the voice is compromised, it's going to compromise another part of the voice. So just freeing that up a little bit before we even look at the high notes, which we're going to look at right now, is probably going to help the high notes. So we're going to go back up here now. Now, which way do I want to do this? We're going to do this with a staccato ooh, and let me see where it's at. Up and down, and let's see what happens. Good. And as always, you let me know if anything feels tight or not comfortable. And the ooh's going to open up on top. It's going to do some kind of a whatever it does. Remember, rhythmically, you aim for the top note. So just really just kind of shoot that guy out. Yeah. And a little bit more energy behind that top note. Like that. Now, when you give it more energy, does it feel like it's tight or anything, or it's okay?
It's okay.
Okay, great. Let me do it again, and let me have you do the moving around like that. And let's see what that does.
Ooh.
Easier, right?
Yeah, much easier.
Yeah, let's keep the moving around. There we go. Good. Now the next one again, maybe a little screamy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Great. One more. Good. And you can stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good, good, good. So again, doing the shows and all of the stuff or whatever, maybe your body's gotten a little tight, which, I mean, again, you had no problem doing the shows, you didn't have any fatigue or anything like that, but, sometimes, especially when now you're in a pitch range that you're not used to being in, your body could, yeah, for whatever reason, it's just doing a little something, moving it around, then we got it going much more efficiently. All right. I'm going to have you do the same fast idea, but we're going to do ga 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 instead. Fast up and down, ga ga ga. Start it out without moving.
Gotcha.
If you feel your body's a little whatever, you can always start moving. But the first one's going to be easy, ga ga ga. Move if you want to,
Ga 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 ga.
and way faster.
Ga 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 ga. 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 Ga 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 ga.
There you go.
Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga.
And how do those feel?
Those felt pretty free.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to have you do it again from here. We'll start on the high side. And, I'm going to have you move. Even though your body was pretty good, I want to compare and see if it feels freer once you do the movement.
Ga 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 ga. 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 Oh, sorry. I just choked on something.
Oh, that's okay. Now, what it sounded to me like you almost choked on how you took the breath in.
Yeah.
Like it was a little like that. And there was like, that's kind of what I noticed. I may be
Yeah.
wrong about that, but that's right. We can stop there. Now, did those feel a little bit freer?
Yeah, they felt freer.
Great. So the moving. All right. I'll tell you what we're going to do before we go back up there. We're going to go back down here. And let's see what happened with our ga 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 ga. Remember, very horizontal. Let's see what your tongue is doing moving down there.
Ga 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 ga.
Well, that definitely sounded like it was a freer movement of the tongue. Did that feel freer?
Yes, it felt much freer.
Oh, good, 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 good. So let's keep going with it. Ga ga ga.
Ga 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 ga. Ga 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 ga.
Yeah, I definitely hear, you don't hear that little thing.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, 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 okay. We're going to do it this way. You're going to do ga ga ga. You're going to sustain the second one. You're definitely going to move. When you sustain the second one, make sure your voice vibrates. Don't let it just be straight. Hear that there's a vibrato coming through. So fast ga 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 to get you there. And then the second time, you let it vibrate and then you come back down.
Ga 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 ga.
Brilliant. How'd that feel?
Good.
Yeah, real good.
Ga 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 ga.
Now, again, that's interesting. There was a little little glitch on that top one.
Yeah.
On the other side of the glitch, it was actually pretty free, right?
Yeah.
So that's what needed to happen. That glitch vocal cords got a little bit thinner up there, and then they were able to find their way. Now remember, every note is different. This next guy's going to do something different. Watch your in breath, move around, and let it vibrate. Oh, now that was interesting. What you came back down on the bottom, that had a little bit more chest voice in it, right?
Yeah,
And everything was comfortable, right?
yeah.
Beautiful. We're gonna do one more, maybe two more. Same approach. Let it be different. Let it be weird.
I didn't take enough breath.
That's all right. I didn't mind that at all. And nothing felt constricted, right?
No.
No. Top note was great. What happened is that you might have, I think you took enough breath. You might have run out of air because the bottom note didn't have as much chest voice as the one before. And so it was more on the heady side, which is fine, but that could make you run out of breath. If there were more chest voice, the chords would be closer together, you probably wouldn't run out of breath. But that's, I didn't even worry about that because I liked the sound, it was great, everything was free. Um, Let me ask you this before I go higher with it. Is there anything specifically that you're singing that you need to use high notes up here in soprano land? Is there some, like, do you need to apply it to something specific?
Currently, no.
Okay,
But
then you
I
just want to just
like,
get the high note, the high voice going.
yeah, like I recently did an audition where I did need to sing like more legit, and it was fine, but it felt weird, like foreign.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And what was it that you had to sing, or was it new material?
I sang "Someone to Watch Over Me."
Oh, okay, all right. And you did it in a higher key.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, we don't need to go over that specifically. We'll just, I want to try a couple of more high notes up here. But I just wondered if there was something specific you needed to look at, but you just want it there at the ready when you need to use it.
yeah.
Okay. Um, then, you know what? Instead of going higher, I'm going to have you do this. We're gonna do the same thing we just did. Ga, 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 ga. Let it vibrate and come back down. Now this is much lower. I'm still gonna have you move. You don't need so much air, so much energy, but it's still nice and full.
Ga 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 ga.
Now I'm gonna have you do it again. You could even work less.
Yeah,
And go up. It was a little funky with the pitches, just because I think you were trying to make everything a little too loud.
got you.
So it's much lower, doesn't need to be that loud.
Ga 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 ga.
And how'd that feel?
Much better.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you do it one more time, even a little softer.
Got you.
Same energy, and same air, same energy, just a little softer, and do the moving.
Ga 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 ga.
Yeah, yeah. So what you have to get used to now when you're on this head voice side, and that was F to F. In the middle, your voice is used to going back to that more aggressive chest voice, which is great, and that's fine, but you don't always have to do that.
Yeah,
So that's where you want to get a little bit more comfortable with, maybe not having it so chesty in the middle, unless the piece of music specifically calls for that.
mhm.
But I think that's pretty good. And in general, play around with this ga 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 on the bottom, or even just moving your tongue silently and just kind of keep that loose.
Mhm.
So I would keep, working in that direction just to kind of shake things up.
Awesome.
Wonderful. You sound amazing, as always.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see your show.
Yay! I can't wait
So
to see
tell us
you.
again when and where and all of that.
So it is May 30th at the Green Room 42 in New York City at 7 o'clock.
And everybody, she's an amazing performer, so get those tickets. Thank you so much, Gabby.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching Donna Reed Talks Voice. If you have any questions for me about this episode, or if you'd like to join me on a future episode, please visit donnareedtv.com and click Contact.